Hi everyone, Peter Lisiaga here. I hope you're doing great today. Welcome to today's Life Mastery Daily Dose. And I thought this morning that I would share with you what I do when I get up in the morning. Generally, this is what I do. I remember when I was a kid, I had to get up and get up really, really early. I was in ninth grade and I got into automotive high school. My thinking was to become a mechanic. My dad was a mechanic, a auto mechanic, and I was great with my hands. I'm still great with my hands. I love building things. I like when I was a kid. I loved taking things apart. And so anyway, I wanted to go to a high school that I can build things. So I tested and was accepted into automotive high school, and it was in Brooklyn. I was living in the Bronx at the time, the South Bronx. So I had to get onto the train and go all the way downtown to 14th Street, cross over Manhattan to the east side of Manhattan, and get onto a train, transfer to a train there, and then go into Brooklyn all the way almost to the last stop. And it was basically a journey, probably, if I remember right, about 90 minutes, almost 2 hour journey. So I had to get up very early. I had to be at the school at 7:30 to get my breakfast. I got free breakfast there and free lunch, and I used to have to leave early, so I would get up around 4 o'clock. So I was always an early riser. It wasn't a problem for me. And when I really got deeper into martial arts, I had to, wake up. I had to get my body ready. So I wasn't very good at it. I messed up a lot. But obviously, over the decades, I'm 60 years old now. I've gotten pretty good at it. So I wanted to share with you what I do in the morning to wake myself up. And I keep it very, very simple. I'm gonna keep it simple for you guys. I have it right over here. You can see that it's basically, that's my outline right there. I breathe. I do a head to toe movement to wake my joints up, my body up, and I breathe again. Then I meditate, or I write in my journal, or I do a prayer or a thoughtful moment where I'm just grateful, and I just really meditate on what I'm grateful about. And then I go into I do stuff that will build my mind. I love reading, or I watch videos like TED Talks or things that really are interesting for me that empower my mind, or I'll do an audiobook. I'm in the middle of an audiobook right now and I'm reading a book right now. So these are things that I do in the morning. And I keep it really, really simple, and I don't let my head get too involved in it. Once I've set what I'm going to do in the morning, I just get up and do. And it's just decide that I'm going to do it, and I just do it. I keep it very, very simple. That's what I remember doing when I was a kid. I would get up, have my oatmeal, and then I would get my clothes on, get my books together, and then I would start walking, a 20-minute walk to the train station, get on the train and start my trek there, and kept it simple, very simple. Okay, so this is first of all, this when I breathe, I mean, very quickly, I'm going to go through what I do when I breathe. Now, I have a little stool here from our piano. My wife's studio is right next door, and I just brought in her piano stool. So I'll use that in my exercise, in my wake up. Okay, so the first thing I do is I breathe. I take a deep breath in, I hold it, and I come here with my hands and I push out as I breathe out, and I make the breath coming out like a shush. Shh. So very quickly, I'm not going to go through the whole routine. I'm just going to go through what I do. So I take a deep breath in. My hands are open. I feel like I'm opening up almost like an eagle spreading their wings. Then I come right here, and then I push out with like a shush sound. Shh. Take a deep breath in, and I hold my breath here, and I blow out with a shush. Shh. And it's all here, what I call my lower breath. I've done a lot of research on breathing, and it's one of the most powerful things that we can do in the morning is take deep breaths in, and then blowing it. Shh. Take deep breaths in. Shh. And always give it right over here. So that's what I do in the morning. I do about 10 of them, 8 to 10 of them, sometimes more, but typically I stay around 8 to 10. 10 deep breaths in, blowing out. 10 deep, and then I start from my head to my toes, to my feet, just movement. So for example, for my head, all I'll do is go forward and back with my head. I do right to left with my head. I do side to side from ear to shoulder with my head. One thing I don't do is I don't circle my head. When I was a dancer, I used to do this a lot, but that's not really beneficial for me at 60 years old. I just want to make sure my head's moving forward. So that's what I do. Then the next thing I do is my shoulders, up and down with my shoulders, loosening up my shoulders. Again, my whole goal is to get my blood flowing, wake up my joints. I'll circle my shoulders forward and back. And sometimes I'll circle my arms forward and back. I'll do one side, of course, the other side. You see how I'm doing from head to toe. One arm circling one direction, then the other direction. Okay, and then maybe I go out and in with my arms again, just waking up my body, waking up my body. Okay, then I'll maybe go to my elbows, circle one direction, and then I'll circle the other direction. And sometimes I'll go to my fingers, squeezing my fingers out here, going out like this here. And then, so those are my arms there. And then my hips, I'll go forward and back or side to side with my hips. I may go stretching to the side, doing all that fun stuff. And then from that's my upper body to the middle part of my body. And then what I'll do is I'll do squats. So I'll get on a chair. I'll use a chair. I'm going to use this for now. And I'll do a squat down. Okay, I have my gray corduroys on, so it's hard to see my legs, but you can see me going up and down. So I'll do this, up and down. Now, typically I'll do it for 20 seconds or I count. Okay, but right now, these days, I'm doing 20 seconds. So I'll do 20 seconds down here. And then once I'm here, I'll go ahead and do a core, like a sit-up. Maybe I'll bring my legs up here, and then I squeeze, get my core up. Or if my hips are really bad, because I have really bad hips, I'll squeeze this, which is tightening my core and coming forward. Or I'll just go to the side here. I'll lay on my back, and you see how I'm doing it here, and just squeeze. Do crunches up, like this. And you can do any kind of abdominal work that you want to do. So once that's done, then I'll go ahead and turn on my stomach, and then I'll do push-ups. Now, if your shoulders are like that, you can do it on the wall, or right now I'm going to show you how I do it on the stool. You can do it on a chair. I'll hold it here, and I'll just simply do push-ups like this. Again, I'll do either 20. I like to do 20 to 50 because I love push-ups, or I'll do 20 seconds or 30 seconds. So once I'm done with the push-ups, I'll stand up again, and then what I'll do is I'll take my foot and I'll circle my ankle. You see how I circle my ankle? One direction, circle the other direction. Same thing with my other foot, circle one direction, other direction. Typically, I'll be sitting down doing it. You know, I'll also maybe do my knees, circle my knees, and back. So again, a head to toe movement to wake up the joints. And that's what I do first thing in the morning. Keep it simple and don't let my head get so involved in it. As long as I have, like I just showed you here, just an outline, I just go from head to toe. So the idea is just to wake up that body, get the blood flowing, and then as soon as I'm done with that, I go into a meditation, whether I do a 10-minute or 20-minute meditation. Typically, it's 20 minutes, and I do what we call 6-phase meditation. If you want to find out more about that, let me know. And then I'll basically journal, do a prayer. Mostly these days, it's just a prayer, meditation, it's like gratitude, and just really being very appreciative and recognizing what I appreciate in my life. And then I'll go into my research, my reading. I want to empower my mind. What am I going to learn this morning? You know, and typically what happens, especially after I meditate, I know exactly what I need to research on to empower my mind. Like, for example, today it worked out where I'm reading Hamlet, yes, Shakespeare's Hamlet, and researching Hamlet so that I could understand more about human nature and human behavior, and it's fascinating to me. I woke up this morning, that was the goal for this morning. That was my research. So anyway, that's what I do to wake up in the morning. Hope that's helpful. It's so important that if you want to master your life, I want to encourage you to get up in the morning and start your day mastering your mornings. And when you get up, whatever that time is, mine is maybe 4 to 4:30, yours could be 6 o'clock or 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Doesn't matter when you get up, but when you get up, set your mind and your heart and your body in the best, most empowering way so that you can move forward in your day. Okay, so life mastery daily dose for today is that. And I hope that's helpful. Let me know what you do when you get up in the morning that empowers you. Okay, guys, that empowers you. I appreciate all your jokes and everything like that. I always I want to hold on to my sense of humor, but Uh, add your joke, but add a little seriousness to this. Let me know what you do. Okay, guys? Have a great day. Talk to you guys next time. Bye.